let's go ahead and get started. It looks like the number of people signing in has slowed down a little bit. I'm sure we'll probably have others join us, but we'll just go ahead and get started and they can pick up when they come in. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance today. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Dave. All right, Dan, if you would give the invocation for us, please.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Good. Okay. Father, we call upon your name, the name of the Lord, for peace and wisdom and for true leadership in our nation, state, our country, and cities. Allow us to be peacemakers and servants and to minister to the needs of our community. We thank you now for our time together and allowing us to speak together today. We ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
There.
Okay, all right. So guests for today, I see we've got Laura Handy, who's going to be our speaker with Heart of Oregon Corps. Hi, Laura. And looks like we've also got Natalie Akers on the call.
Hi there.
Hello, welcome. All right, so that's all I see for new faces today. All right, so announcements. Happy birthday, Dave.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't be so excited about it, Dave.
Yeah, I'm just telling John I'm trying to forget about it.
People just keep bringing it up, huh?
Yeah.
All right, and then shout out to Jenny Werner. It's going to be her birthday on January 30th. All right. Does anybody else have any other announcements for today?
So I have an announcement regarding Redmond Food Project.
Okay.
Turn-in is this weekend, so Earl will be at Centennial Park Friday and Saturday between 10 and 11 a.m. for you to turn your bags in. If you cannot be there, give him a call and he will be happy to pick up your bag.
All right. Anybody else today? I have another one. So the Redmond School District via Jody Husband is still looking for school supply donations. So if you would like, items can be dropped off at the Umpqua Bank in Redmond next to Fred Meyer. They are going to have a drop box in their vestibule that should be available between 9 and 5 every weekday. They can't accept cash donations, so no cash, no checks, and no gift cards. Those, if you would like to donate, can be accepted at Western Title in Redmond. So items at Umpqua Bank and cash at Western Title, and that's for school supplies at Redmond School District. All right. Any other announcements before we move on? I don't see any hands. Okay. All right. So we're moving fast today. Who's happy today? We've got happy dollars up next. Josh, I saw your hand.
Yeah, I'm super happy. So some of you remember in November, we tried to take our kids to Disneyland, but the park was closed. And I think I had some sad dollars or something. But anyway, happy dollars. Next week, we're surprising our children with a trip to Disney World because they are open. So it's going to be our first time to Florida. So we're looking forward to it. And we're taking a week off work. So that's exciting. And my wife's birthday's on Saturday. So yeah.
All right, Roland.
You need to see what I'm holding up here in front of me. I got my COVID vaccine yesterday.
Great.
Right on.
All right.
So that's 5 happy dollars.
So I'll match Roland's 5 with, we saw Roland there yesterday. It was a well-oiled machine. And so anyway, being over 75 has its benefits. A heads up, I think that St. Charles, which is organizing that drive, is going to be seeking some volunteers to help there. I had an appeal through Earl yesterday, but anyway, they're not ready to give us the details yet. But you may get an email or an announcement next week.
Okay.
I know this is Ann. This is Ann Graham. I'm sorry. To build on Carl's thing, I just volunteered for that. You just go to Deschutes DeschutesCounty.com. I forget. If you Google volunteer for vaccines, you'll find the link. It'll take you into volunteer.
Alan, I see your hand.
Yes, thank you. I have 5 happy dollars. First of all, I'm happy I'm not 75. These are my go years. I need to get out and go somewhere, so I don't want to lose them just to get the vaccine. My other thing I'm happy about is, if you read in the paper yesterday, COCC got a grant for their CTE program to grow it. And I was just talking to the instructors. I'm out here today, and they're all excited. Things are working great, and everything I heard made me happy.
Nice. Thank you for the update.
What does CTE stand for?
Computer something, computerized machines that we learn.
Career technical education.
Yeah, thank you, Ann.
You're welcome.
All right, Mike, I think I saw your hand next.
Okay, I've got 5 happy dollars. It's always a great day when the Beavers beat the Ducks, and the men's basketball team pulled it off at Matt Court last week, Saturday. Women's basketball team got back in the winning zone last night, crushing Washington. And tonight we have the Diamond Dinner, which kicks off our baseball season. And of course, it's virtual this year, unfortunately. And I got a new mountain bike. My kids have been after me to get a mountain bike. They tried to kill me a couple times this last year. And so I finally found one, and we're off and running.
A new mountain bike.
All right, Hannah and Truman, I saw a hand over there.
I got a chance to have a vaccination, and I filled out all the paperwork before
on the phone.
Yeah, but I have never gotten a confirmation that I do in fact have an appointment tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Did you fellows get you that have already been vaccinated? Did you have any confirmation of your?
I filled out.
I received. Go ahead, Carl.
I've filled out the form online and got a confirmation on that screen after I completed it.
On the screen, not in your email, but on the screen.
Oh no, I did get an email confirmation also. Yes.
Okay. So I'm concerned that I don't have a appointment.
So
let me point out here that Diane and I did the same thing. We were out there at 8 o'clock this morning, and we did not get a confirmation. So you do need one way or the other. And however, we were able to go to a different line, and we were able to reschedule for 6:45 tonight.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really want to go out and deal with the parking lot and all the rest of the lines and so on if I was not confirmed.
But there's not a blip day.
You might want to go check, because I don't know if that's, you may have been confirmed and missed it some way.
No, that's possible.
So, okay.
Thank you.
All right.
You put in $5 for that.
$5. Okay. All right. Who else is happy today? John Bruce, I see your hand.
Well, I'll put in $5. One of the things I was most happy about is, yes, we are getting our COVID-19 shots. But the other thing is, about 2 weekends ago, Diane and I passed the Hope Playground almost every day on our walk. And it was a day in which I think it was Martin Luther King's birthday, but there were more kids there than any day since opening day. It was really fun to see all the parents. However, no one was masked, which concerned us a little bit. The next thing is that our daughter and her husband came to visit. Actually, it's been over a week ago now. I missed last weekend. And I just want to remind everybody that the Redmond, first of all, the Ridgeview Key Club, as far as I know, I sent a message to Amanda, and she said that essentially they were inactive this year. But the Redmond Key Club had a nice video with the Redmond High School. They have it goes out each week, and that was very well done.
Rachel, I think Cindy has her hand up.
All right. All right, Cindy, you're next.
I just wanted to donate $5 happy, just cause.
Just because. I like it. All right, anybody else?
Rachel, I'm gonna do $5 happy because my in-laws and my folks have also gotten COVID vaccines, so we'll get to hang out more.
All right, Nicole, I see you.
I'll give $5 happy because it's a beautiful day, sun shining, white snow, lovely. It's worth $5.
All right. Okay, I think we're good. Did we get everybody? I don't see any more hands. Okay. All right. So our joke today is courtesy of Ann Graham. She sent me. All right. So you come to a fork in the road. One fork leads to the village. The other leads to almost certain death. There are 3 guards stationed at the fork. 2 of them always tell the truth and 1 always lies. What one question can you ask to one of the guards, anyone, to find out which fork leads to the village?
I just have to say I gave this riddle to a 17-year-old today. I love this one.
It's good. It's a good one.
He was extremely frustrated.
Any guesses, or do you want me to read it again? Okay, y'all look stumped. Okay, so the one question is, did you know that they're giving away free beer in the village?
Okay, that was not the same answer as mine.
Oh, what was your answer?
It's a pretty complex riddle where, you ask one guard what the other guard would say is the road. Yeah, but that is funny. Just had to clarify I wasn't endorsing that.
Okay, I know that the whole joke kind of reminds me of The Princess Bride, if any of you have seen The Princess Bride. Okay, all right, Laura, we are ready for your presentation.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, and thank you for welcoming Natalie and I into your community. Heart of Oregon Corps has been a long-standing part of the Central Oregon community, most definitely Redmond included, and we have been making an effort lately, taking advantage of a silver lining of all these meetings being virtual, to try to do a lot of presentations to, Kiwanis and Rotary and chambers and that sort of thing. We recently presented at the Redmond Chamber at coffee morning meeting, so that was great. I'm going to actually start out, and I should have asked earlier. Okay, good. I do have share screen. Start out sharing. We recently completed a new short video about the organization in honor of our 20th anniversary. And it gives a chance to see our young people speak for themselves and working hard in the field. So it's a great way to start. Gives you much more insight than I can just being a talking head here on a screen. So let me share my sound and share the video and do that for you.
Youth Build. I proudly accept the challenge Youth Build offers me. Transform my life through education, leadership development, construction of affordable housing, and service to my community.
We're here to help youth. So we teach them a lot of job skills and a lot of soft skills too, resumes and interview prep. Just learn the importance of little things, showing up on time, wear your uniforms, and get to go do a whole bunch of really awesome projects and work outside, work with their peers.
I love working outdoors. That's a big part of it. I love getting to know people. It puts you in a position where it's comfortable that you can be a leader and be confident in your position and what you're doing. And a lot of what built that confidence is all the experience I got. Well, I've been looking into jobs with the Forest Service, maybe BLM or firefighting. That's really good experience for that kind of thing.
When I retired from the service, I was asked what was I going to do when I left the service. I said I'm going back to Oregon and start working with youth and build a program to create jobs and education connected to help young people move forward. And we were told we'd never be able to pull it off in Central Oregon, but we did. All of us did, even the people that are here today.
So since the year 2000, Heart of Oregon Corps has hired over 4,100 young people from Central Oregon. And those young people through Heart of Oregon Corps have built over 30 affordable homes. They've restored over 30,000 acres of public lands. And along the way, they also have earned over $2 million of AmeriCorps college scholarships. We have 6 different programs that recruit youth between the ages of 16 to 24.
As we participate in this growth and as we are fortunate enough to be a part of that growth, that we also sort of are aware of those around us that could get left behind. Having the ability to help youth find pathways to opportunity in Central Oregon, stay here in Central Oregon, and thrive ultimately by getting into positions was something that was really important to us as a company.
I feel like I can get a new fresh start after this because I know like I have things to take from here into other places.
My favorite part is the people I get to work with. I needed my education most importantly, and that's where they really helped me.
The look on their faces when they get a diploma that they never thought they would get was just really worth it.
Feels like family. It feels like a place that they can really be themselves and take risks and grow and explore. Seeing young people get the chance to do that and build that trust and safety and comfortability with trying new things puts them in this environment where they can really thrive and build resilience and find out what they want to do next in life.
It's so fun. It's just a continual challenge and a puzzle, and I'm excited to come to work every day, and I would recommend it to anybody.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to the next 20 years.
If anybody wants to learn more, they can just visit our website, heartoforegon.org.
All right, so that gives you a real glimpse of who our young people are, some of the activities that they do in their hands-on job skills training and education and leadership development with us. And I know some of you here are quite familiar with our history, but yeah, and some of you may know Dave. He lives in Redmond. He founded the organization back in 2000 in partnership with Deschutes County. That was when the all the different community action agencies were starting with the, I just blanked on it, the big grant that came into the community. Never mind, it'll come to me. But I wanted to highlight a little bit, that video did outline that we have 6 distinct programs that do have different focuses or age groups or communities they might be based in, but they're all united with our singular approach of using a conservation core model, providing work, earn, learn opportunities, and making sure young people, as they develop foundational skills for the workforce and to be leaders in their community, are also giving back in our assets to the community. They're earning wages or stipends, which is key, and sometimes college scholarships, and they're able to really make improvements. For this group, I wanted to highlight a little bit some of our Redmond specific activities over the years. Way back, I was actually looking at old photo albums for our 20th anniversary, and way back, the crews helped build the skate park in the Dry Canyon. We've continued to do service projects and throughout the Dry Canyon, here and there throughout the years on a volunteer basis. A lot of our work is fee for service, so we'll work with either public entities or nonprofits or even private entities that want to hire our crews. So for example, we have done so much fire fuels reduction around the community of Redmond, specifically around the area of Eagle Crest and the BLM lands that surround it, have done a ton of recreational improvements at trailheads like Maston that are near Redmond. I looked up for our youth build program. We're a licensed construction contractor, and our youth build affordable homes in our youth build Heart of Oregon youth build program. I looked it up. We've built 9 affordable homes in Redmond via youth build and our partnerships since 2009. And I'm happy to share, I just planned our next one in Redmond with Bend Redmond Habitat for the year 2022. So we'll be in Redmond building another home with Youth Build. Some of you are aware our very popular summer program for teenagers, the Central Oregon Youth Conservation Corps. We operate it in partnership with the U.S. Forest Service and COIC. And each year we have 2 Redmond-based crews for Redmond teens to have that experience of working for minimum wage for the Forest Service over the summer. We were able to pull that off last summer at a reduced sized crew, and we're looking forward to that continuity again this summer. It's for 20 years now, it's been a generational activity for teens in Redmond where young people get that connection, work experience, and give back to their community. And then another thing I wanted to highlight was that we do have a great partnership with Opportunity Foundation. And for years now, we've been renting some of their extra warehouse type space to provide our Heart of Oregon Youth Build students a indoor construction training lab so they can do their foundational safety, tool ID, materials ID, and construction certification course that they do for about 2-3 months before they actually go significant time out on our actual work sites to make sure that they're safe and ready by the time they're out on a real construction work site. That used to be down by their Opportunity Foundation thrift store on the south end of town on 97. And we recently moved it onto their main campus there on Highway 126 in the old mill site building that some of you might be familiar with. And we recently kind of expanded our occupancy to be occupants of that full building, not just a portion of that building. So we do have, that's our Redmond-based location as an organization. We have offices in Prineville. We have our thrift store in Madras. Youth Build's academic schoolhouse is in a historic schoolhouse near Sisters, not too far outside of Redmond. And then we have some offices in Bend as well. So we're really all over Central Oregon and have youth and young adults from Redmond in all our programs. Many young people from Redmond take Cascade East Transit and participate in our AmeriCorps and stewardship crews down in Bend. And that's been a really successful path for a lot of young people. So, and then finally, Alan encouraged me to give you a little teaser. I know this group has a special connection to the Redmond Learning Center. And I'm sorry to hear of the COVID challenges they're having right now. We've, been managing stay home situations and symptoms and all kinds of things ourselves with in-person services since July. So I have a lot of empathy for their staff over there. It's a very challenging situation. But currently, that's, of course, right there on that same campus on Opportunity Foundation as our Heart of Oregon Youth Build Construction Training Center. So currently, we're in the very pilot exploratory phases of if Heart of Oregon Corps might be positioned to work with community partners to offer a child and youth development career training track within our programming. And if so, what would be the hands-on work experience sites with, locations with nonprofit or Head Start type childcare or youth development programs that our young people could do their training with in a supervised, safe, and accountable way, so supported way. So just a teaser there, nothing is happening immediately, definitely into future calendar years, but want you to know that they have been a very open partner in exploring those things with us and have really echoed this need that we're hearing from parents and chambers and childcare people that are looking for qualified workers, that this is a really distinct need in our region to support our families and our youth and our kids and grandkids. So we're looking at that, and I commend this group's support of that organization. I know you're a huge part of getting that building up and running for them when they moved. So thank you for that in the community. And then the last thing, well, I shouldn't say last because I always think of one more thing, but I do want to highlight too our partnership with employers. We are active with the East Cascade Workforce Investment Board. We have an employer advisory council with about 20-ish, 15, 20 employers actively advising Heart of Oregon Corps on how we should be delivering job skills education. So the young people who graduate our programs are coming to employers with those foundational experiences and certifications that employers are looking for. And Natalie's role at Heart of Oregon Corps, she is our placement coordinator. So her role is very employer focused, and she's that connective glue that, you know, helps find employers that are a good match to be hiring our graduates, involved with our programs as career speakers or mentors, or a company that might be able to host an internship or a job shadow. So Natalie also works closely with the Youth Career Connect internship coordinator system that Heart of Oregon Corps was involved in helping create regionally. And we definitely leverage those internship coordinator relationships as well. We're not trying to be duplicative, but rather work together. Natalie, anything you want to add on that?
That's great. And I'm happy that you highlighted the mentorship component as well, because definitely a big focus, especially at our youth build program, which Laura mentioned is our pre-apprenticeship construction track for young people, is to link them up with mentors, whether or not that's in the workplace or in, maybe a non-workplace setting. So that's something that I work with our team on as well. Thanks, Laura.
And I know a lot of you are really active volunteers in the community. That is a role that might be a good fit, because Cloverdale is just a 15-minute drive from Redmond, and then the youth are at the training center right there in Redmond a lot too. And we do have a formal mentoring component within our youth build program and our recruiting mentors. We're doing a combo of virtual and in-person, depending on the mentor, the environment. Some of our mentors actually go to the construction site and are there kind of helping and training hands-on, more hands-on. The home we're building right now with Youth Build is out at Sisters Through Sisters Habitat. And the next home on our docket is with Housing Works up in Madras. So we build homes throughout the region with that program. So I do want to leave some time for questions, and I hope I haven't gone on too long, Rachel, and everyone. But thank you. I'm sure some of you have you know, that even that I'm unaware of, have been supporters in various ways over the years. And for those of you that I know I'm aware of, thank you. And looking forward to continuing our work in Redmond and then the larger Central Oregon area.
How many youth are engaged in your programs right now?
I would have to open up a database to give you an up-to-date number. In a given year, it's usually 300. About a little over 100 of those are in our summer programs. Youth Build right now, well, let's see here. Our thrift store is closed, unfortunately, still, but we're working on reopening. So I would say right now it's about 100, maybe a little under 100 currently. Winter tends to be lighter in our work crews, conservation work crews. It's hard to keep the young people working in the snow sometimes.
Laura, what do some of your students, what can they expect to earn as a stipend for college? What does that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So our program, what young people can earn varies quite a bit by program. 2 programs pay minimum wage. So that's up to $12.75 this summer, I believe, in July. So that's been climbing steadily. Luckily, we've been able to keep pace so far. Our year-round Heart of Oregon AmeriCorps youth in the Natural Resources program earn a stipend of $300 a week. And they earn a scholarship that starts out at $1,500 and can climb up to $5,000 depending on how long they persist. That's kind of a stair-step program where they start with a 3-month term If they love it, they can keep going in a 7-month term. If they love that, they can keep going in a 12-month term, and those scholarships just keep adding up. Youth Build, the young people earn, I can't remember, 100 and it's on our website, 150 a week, I believe.
Yeah, anything based on their attendance, and as you know, Laura, their tier, they're earning anything from $26 to $32 a day.
Right. So a week, yeah, starts at 130, goes up to 180. Those youth are pursuing their GED or diploma simultaneously. So one of the reasons that stipend is lower is that they're spending about half their time on a work site and about half their time in a classroom. And they also earn a scholarship of about $1,500 and can earn a second scholarship if they want. We don't pay the scholarships directly. That's through the function of National Service, AmeriCorps. Some of you may be familiar with AmeriCorps, and it's a great opportunity for the young people to gain assets for their future education or training. Some people think it's only college. It's not. They can use it at the truck driving school in Redmond, for example, or a cosmetology school or an auto certification certificate, right? So there's a lot of uses for those scholarship dollars.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Alan.
A question on the GED. COIC has a alternative high school, and they support GED studying. Do you use that, or how do you do your GED program?
Great question. So currently, right now, our Heart of Oregon Youth Build is only the 1 out of 6 that directly offers secondary GED or diploma. Our other programs might partner with education programs or be in the summer, but it's not something we're delivering directly. So this is only Heart of Oregon Youth Build. And Youth Build offers both GED and diploma. The age range is 16 to 24. So sometimes the youth at the very top end of that range, 21 to 24, are only eligible for a GED because they're no longer school district associated in any way. For the 16 to 20-year-olds, we encourage all youth to pursue a diploma, first and foremost. We use GED tests to help them with some proficiency credits to catch up on some of their credit deficiency. Sometimes through that, they're able to earn their GED first, and then that gets them to so many credits that they're able to say, wow, now I'm only 4 credits away and it's only February. I could do this by June, right? Occasionally, some of those youth do end up with a GED only. We think that's better than nothing, and a diploma is our primary goal. And I believe last year we awarded 36 diplomas. And it's not a very big program. We only enroll about 40 a year. So, young people might earn a diploma either in year 1 or in year 2 of the program. Year 2 is kind of a post-graduation engagement year that they're getting case management meetings with their advocates every month. They're coming to alumni events. They can continue to work on their diploma or GED if they need that, either through us or through a referred placement. That's also now, I'll brag a little bit, our Youth Build program last year just got recognized as an official Oregon pre-apprenticeship program by Oregon BOLI, which means that our Youth Build graduates can gain direct entry into certain apprenticeship programs in the state, which is a bit of a coveted pathway. So we're very proud of that designation.
I have another question. Well, it's a comment, really. So we have at the Redmond Learning Center a classroom that the door opens up and the kids could run out into the car path. We asked Heart of Oregon Corps to help us design a fence around that area, and they did. Their students created a materials list for us. Now we need to go out and find the materials, and then after that they will help us put the fence up. So it's a good project that they learn from and we get a benefit for.
Yeah, I'm aware of that project. It sounded like a great win-win and right there on their construction training site. So perfect alignment. We're happy to help. Have any of you had any kids or grandkids or direct experiences with our programs? I would have to say in a group this size, that's rare. When I was on the Redmond Chamber call, we had a couple people that were, oh, my son did this program in this year and my grandkid did this program in that year. So be sure to spread the word. We're hiring right now, and we'll be hiring for a lot of opportunities throughout the spring and summer for hands-on work experience. So heartoforegon.org is our website. And to conclude, I'll put it in the chat. Some of you may have seen this, but we are concluding. We did a fundraiser for our 20th anniversary. We had to cancel our main fundraising event in the fall, which I'm sure you've heard that sob story from a lot of nonprofits this year. And so our goal was to raise $75,000, and I'm super overwhelmed. The community we're $500 short from $60,000. So we're very close and in debt to the community. It's an online fundraising campaign. We of course also, accept donations through checks in the old-fashioned way as well. But I'll put that link in the chat. And if anyone is inspired to give, we appreciate your generosity. I know that there's a lot of need in a lot of places in the community right now. And some people are in a position to give, and some have been very affected by the pandemic and are not at all. So we appreciate all of that. And thank you so much for your time and your interest. And if anyone is interested in volunteering as a mentor, or if you're connected to a business that wants to get connected to Natalie, maybe you could put your email in the chat as well. We'd be very happy to hear from you.
Yeah, I wanted to thank, I was just chatting with Nicole a little bit. As Laura stressed, we do, especially in those year 2 follow-up services, we are supporting youth with finding employment. And so the 2 major support ways that folks, especially in Redmond, have supported those initiatives are by joining us as career speakers, exposing our young people to those professions, and then actually joining us for mock interviews and whatnot. So Nicole, thanks for reaching out. And as Laura said, I'll throw my email in right there. And if you're interested in learning more about what's upcoming, please do send a message my way.
Thank you so much.
Okay, anybody else before we end today? All right, I don't see any hands. Has everybody had a chance to grab the hyperlink and the information out of the chat that wants to get it? I want to make sure you get that before we end the call.
That'll be on the website tonight too with the video.
Okay, thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. Okay, all right, so.
Dave, do you need that video link from me?
Oh, for the website?
Or for the video, do you need the link?
No, I take care of that.
Great, thank you.
All right, so for our parting thought for today comes from Robert Louis Stevenson. He says, don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.